How many of you believe that the Loch Ness Monster really exists? Nowadays, a lot of people, especially mainstream scientists, don't really believe in things like the Loch Ness Monster. But did you know that 80 years ago, the Loch Ness Monster was taken quite seriously, even among academics? In fact, they believed it so much that some even tried to have Nessie whacked. Hey everyone, I'm Mike Chen. You know how back in the wild west, there were these wanted posters everywhere with rewards for outlaws like dead or alive? Well, around 80 years ago, there was something similar, but in this case, the bounty was out on the Loch Ness Monster, Nessie. A prominent London museum once appealed to bounty hunters to help secure the body of Nessie. This was when sightings of the Loch Ness Monster were first reported back in the 1930s, when people weren't as skeptical. A set of recently discovered documents from the time have revealed that London's Natural History Museum really wanted to be the first to display the Loch Ness Monster. And no, they did not want to put Nessie in a massive pool and then teach it tricks or something. They wanted to display Nessie's remains, and to do so before any of the museums in Scotland. That's an interesting rivalry. Let's see which museum can first bag a mythical monster. In a letter dating back to 1934, an unnamed official wrote a response to queries about the museum's official stance on the monster, in which he encouraged efforts to secure its remains. The response said, quote, "Should you ever come within range of the monster, I hope you will not be deterred by humanitarian considerations from shooting him on the spot and sending the carcass to us in cold storage carriage forward. Short of this, a flipper, a jaw, or a tooth would be very welcome." The documents were uncovered by author David Clark, who described them as, quote, "astonishing." Clark said that during the 1930s, the monsters became an important symbol for Scottish nationalists who wanted the police to protect the creature from big game hunters. He added that there was genuine outrage at the possibility that the corpse of the monster might be taken for display in London. And if you think about it, that is quite inhumane for the museum to be like, just you know, first time you see Nessie, just kill him. Because I guess museums don't have like live attractions, right? At least in the movie King Kong, they went and like captured King Kong live. It wasn't like, hey, if you see a giant monkey, just shoot it and bring me back his teeth. But all I can think about when I was looking over the story was, how could these bounty hunters be expected to kill the Loch Ness Monster and drag the entire corpse back to London on ice? Like, isn't the Loch Ness Monster supposed to be massive? Let's say they did find the Loch Ness Monster, then they shot the Loch Ness Monster. Then let's say the Loch Ness Monster started to sink to the bottom of Loch Ness, which is really deep. How could the bounty hunters even be expected to drag that monster out of the waters? I was like picturing in my head these two bounty hunters on this little rowboat. Then this Loch Ness Monster suddenly appears in front of them. Then the two bounty hunters look at each other and say the iconic line, "We're gonna need a bigger boat." Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe and I'll see ya next time.